recognition, and Texas wins the Big 12 championship. It's the 30th victory of the season for Texas, the second time they've reached that mark in the last 20 seasons. It's also the third Big 12 tournament title. They had all the success with Big 12 preseason conference player of the year Roy Harmon out since December due to an ACL injury. More college athletics news as former Alabama head football coach Nick Saban took part in a roundtable discussion along with Alabama AD Greg Byrne and ACC Commissioner James Phillips on Capitol Hill on Tuesday, discussing the future of college athletics. The discussion, where some senators participated, focused on NIL deals, the transfer portal, and how football has changed. Here's Saban.
All the things that I believed in for all these years, 50 years of coaching, no longer exist in college athletics. So it's always was about developing players. It was always about helping people be more successful in life. My wife even said to me, we'd have all the recruits over on Sunday with their parents for breakfast, and she would always meet with the mothers and talk about how she was going to help and impact their sons and how they would be well taken care of. And she came to me, like right before I retired, and said, why are we doing this? And I said, what do you mean? She said, all they care about is how much you're going to pay them. They don't care about
For real, listen to Juju. I lost 2 childhood friends because of a bad environment. I think he's right. He's like right in a sense. But then you also got to understand like where some of these kids probably come from. You got to think about that too. He's right in a sense that like nowadays that kids only want like NIL deals, and to get that money, they go to college. They don't really like, it's turning into a money thing. Like kids don't even gotta like work hard like they, cause like I've seen a fucking poll.
2M_Josh says he said more, but I didn't know if you wanted to hear him yap.
I hear him yap. This is a good listen right here. I seen a poll that Arch Manning gets more NIL deals than majority of the kids that go to college and shit like that, who are like actually good players in college. And Arch Manning literally gets them NIL deals because of his last name. Arch is a backup quarterback, and he gets them deals basically because of his last name. But like a lot of people hate on Shedeur, Deion's son, they hate on Shedeur a lot for no reason. Because he's like flashy and shit. He gets it from his dad. He does all this other stuff, and he's flashy. But he's like good. He starts. He's playing like top teams, but he's good. But like people don't give like Arch Manning shit, but they give Shedeur shit. So I can understand that. Cowboys finally signed somebody. But yeah. And the other hand, I could the part I'll probably say about the kids, some of them come from like nothing. And like to see that kind of money just off of like NIL, doing commercials and shit, doing like extra shit, like, that doesn't involve the sports really. Seeing that kind of money that can help their people in situations, they'll probably like head towards that, because shit, you make it to the NFL, that's even if you get drafted, you might not see nothing like that ever again. Like them deals, nothing like that ever again. Especially how the NFL going. Because it's just a money thing at that point. And fucking running backs are out the door after like 4-6 years. Running back, if you're not a versatile running back in NFL, you're done. If you can't do other shit like catch check downs and shit like that, receive it, run, like be a good, like if you can't do multiple shit as a running back in the NFL, you're done. You got like a 5 to 6 year gap, like a 5 to 6 year time. Stop bad. It's literally facts. It's literally facts. Todd Gurley, is it Todd Gurley? Isn't he like my age? He's literally my age or something like that. And he's not in the NFL. He's 26 or 27. He's 29? Okay, I'm 26. But he's still young.
Saf says that's why I like WWE NIL program. They recruit college athletes to be WWE superstars.
And then last year there was a lot of talks about a bunch of running backs being out of the league. Nobody want to pay like Saquon. Nobody want to pay Austin. Nobody like a lot of. Now we're seeing a lot of running backs getting paid now. If you're not versatile as a running back, you're gone after like 5 to 6 years, bro. Literally, bro. Literally. So I think these kids are just trying to soak up all that money from them NIL deals as they can, because they might not see that shit depending on what position they at ever again. And motherfuckers ain't willing to pay nobody no money no more like that. And if they do, you're literally on a 1 year deal. Literally on a 1 year deal. Or 2 years at most. This game is turning into an offensive-oriented game, and I kept saying that this whole year. This game is turning into an offensive-oriented game, and they're only going to pay quarterbacks, Kirk Cousins. I don't know why. And they're going to pay wide receivers. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man.
How you're going to develop them, which is all they care about is how much you're going to pay them. They don't care about how you're going to develop them, which is all what we've always done. So why are we doing this? So, to me, that was sort of a red alert that we really are creating a circumstance here that is not beneficial to the development of young people. As I said before, name, image, and likeness is a great opportunity for them to create a brand for themselves. I'm not against that at all. But to come up with some kind of a system that still can help the development of young people, I think, is paramount to the future of college athletics.
Naturally, the reaction to Saban's comments on social media was measured. Oh, so you get to care about money and they don't. I get the point.
So, okay, so that's the thing I heard about. Didn't Nick Saban make like a ton of money off of like these players over the course of his years? I heard something between like 150 million. Is that true? Nick Saban made so much money off of these players? That's kind of crazy to me. So people are like saying, oh, so you get to make all this off of like, coaching the kids and shit like that, bringing them up to school and stuff, but the kids can't go out there and earn their own money. So it's like a back and forth type shit. It's like so it's like I get this side and then I get this side. So yeah.
Point.
Is there a longer video, Josh, about this? Is there a longer video of this?
So you're trying to develop a value-based system, just like a value-based business, that would create opportunities for young people to be more successful. So this started with personal development. It started with academic support to make sure guys graduated and prepared themselves for when they couldn't play football. And also the whole concept of branding and making sure you had an image out there that was going to be something that would be enhance your chances of being successful and create opportunities for your future, and see if you're a player. Now, what we've done between
Bryce, you can't have nothing, man. Bryce, go make your own food.
freedom to transfer and creating a free agency system where
I ain't gonna lie. That transfer portal, they need to fix something about that. I'm not even gonna lie. The transfer portal, they need to fix that immediately. Because kids just be going to like any school, like transferring like crazy. Like they gotta actually do something about that. Like, I'll say this. If you're gonna transfer, you can't play until like mid-season. So if you're gonna transfer, you can't play until mid-season. You gotta put like something on the kids. Because motherfuckers just be transferring for a free scheme. If they don't like the situation, they just transfer what they want. The school or nothing don't take no fucking like penalty against it or anything. Like, it's like, damn, we gave you a full ride. We gave you all of this and that. You know, we're trying to build something. That's why we gave you a full ride to come here. And then after like us not having like a good season, or you didn't have a good season, you're just gonna leave. So I feel like they need to do something about that. Because that shit need to change. This video's about Nick Saban. I guess why he retired, or like his problem with the NIL deals and stuff like that. Bryce, you're gonna be right there too. Bryce, take the money, but remember, man, stay focused on the sport. Ain't nothing wrong with taking NIL deals, but stay focused on the sport, man. Continue to get better, man.
where guys can transfer whenever they want to transfer. And the whole idea that
I feel like it depends on how good you are. If you're actually like doing things and being productive. If you think it's how depends on how you do good, then why the fuck Arch Manning making more than majority of these players, Bryce? That nigga literally getting more NIL deals because of his last name than majority of the good players that's in college. That's insane to me.
we've created a pay-for-play sort of model in college athletics, have created
Oh, like they letting bum ass niggas transfer?
some issues.
Exactly. I feel like they could also add this. It should be a requirement if you want to transfer. Like, God damn, my nose is getting. If you want to transfer, you got to do this amount in the season. Like, you got to get this certain amount of yardage, or you got to do this, get this certain amount of interceptions, or like the flex. Like, it got to be like an alternator. Like, you got to do something enough for you to be able to leave. Because a bum nigga could just play the whole season and not do nothing and then transfer to a good ass fucking college. And what the fuck?
And being able to actually have a program and a system that would enhance those very values that I just talked about. And how does this even impact other sports relative to Title IX, relative to non-revenue sports? And how do we continue to create some kind of a model moving forward where we do improve the quality of life of the student athlete, but create some kind of a balance in terms of competitive balance, which all venues have some guidelines and rules that create some kind of competitive balance, which right now we don't have in college athletics. It's whoever wants to pay the most money, raise the most money, buy the most players is going to have the best opportunity to win. I don't think that's the spirit of college athletics. I don't think it's ever been the spirit of what we want college athletics to be. So that's my major concern, the combination of pay for play, free agency, and how that impacts development. And I can attest that I've had 2 NFL coaches tell me, and this is a football deal because they're concerned about the football part, that the players come to them less developed, with more entitlements and less resiliency to overcome adversity. We've worked so hard for the last 20 years to improve graduation rate, to improve health care for players, to have mental health care for players. All the things that we work so hard to improve on, we're going to start seeing slide in the wrong direction because we've created an environment that really does not promote personal development or that is going to create success for their future.
You know, one question I have to ask. You just retired from a amazingly and historically significant coaching career. How much did the current chaos and state of the law contribute to your decision to retire now?
Well, all the things that I believed in for all these years, 50 years of coaching, no longer exist in college athletics. So it's always was about developing players. It was always about helping people be more successful in life. My wife even said to me, we'd have all the recruits over on Sunday with their parents for breakfast, and she would always meet with the mothers and talk about how she was going to help and impact their sons and how they would be well taken care of. And she came to me, like right before.
That nigga spitting. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga spitting. You said some real shit. I think Kirby Smart from Georgia is going to be leaving soon. Our coach, I think he's going to be leaving soon. I think he's going to be leaving soon.
Before I retired.
Hopefully he don't, but
And said, why
it be looking like it sometimes, bro. It be looking like it.
are we doing this?
I think he has like the same mindset, like him and Nick Saban. He used to coach for under Nick Saban. Kirby Smart, he used to coach under Nick Saban. I think they got the same mindset and they're like close and shit. They play together. They got the same mindset and they had like a long talk. I think they got like similarities with what's going on and shit like that. But guess what? We straight over here at LSU. No, y'all not. No, y'all not. I got
I
you,
said, what do
Prince.
you mean?
I got you, Prince.
All they care about is how much you're going to pay them. They don't care about how you're going to develop them, which is all what we've always done. So why are we doing this? So, to me, that was sort of a red alert that we really are creating a circumstance here that is not beneficial to the development of young people. And that's the reason that I always like college athletics more than the NFL, is because you had the opportunity to develop young people. So, and I want their quality of life to be good. I think, as I said before, name, image, and likeness is a great opportunity for them to create a brand for themselves. I'm not against that at all. But to come up with some kind of a system that still can help the development of young people, I think is paramount to the future of college athletics.
As I said, on both sides of the aisle. And so I think that augurs well for us to be able to come together and actually pass legislation to address the challenges here. Why don't I start off with just posing a general question. Everyone around this table are experts in different aspects of college athletics. What do you see right now as the biggest challenges with the current Wild West? Many have said that the status quo threatens the long-term or even medium and short-term viability of college athletics. Is that true? If so, why? What is
this meeting, anyways? What is this meeting? Is this like the college committee? The people of the college committee meeting? What is this meeting? Or some random niggas just got in the room and start talking about the shit?
the challenges that you're facing right now? And I'll open that up to anyone who feels inspired. Senator
I'd like to ask, you have two people, I think, on the front lines, Mr. Byrne and my dear friend Nick Saban. But what has done, we call it student athletes. What has it done to the student part of the athlete? What's the chances of them graduating? What's the chance of them transferring their credits as they look at the portals and jump? what's the purpose of collectives that basically are out there and not in contact with it, not coordinating with the schools, all the things that we think, I truly believe it's going to destroy the student athlete as we have known it. But on the other hand, I think there could be a balance. So I'd love to hear from Coach and from Mr. Byrne, basically on the front lines. You've gone through it. So how do y'all look at it? Nick, what do you think, buddy?
We know, but basically, I always did what I did as a coach.
Turn your mic.
It's the NIL routable, everything about NIL. So can all coaches attend this in the college? Or what I'm trying to say is there any other coaches that was here from a different college that attended this? Or was just Nick Saban? Was there other coaches
Microphone, brother.
here?
People be more successful in life. So you're trying to develop value-based system, just like a value-based business, that would create opportunities for young people to be more successful. So this started with personal development. It started with academic support.
No. They just respected Nick Saban enough to let him come in here and his opinion.
Make sure guys graduated and and prepared themselves for when they couldn't play football.
That is dick eating.
And also the whole concept of branding and making sure you had an image out there that was going to be
So
something.
it's basically fuck all the other coaches. Nick Saban. Come on. Basically.
That would be enhance your chances of being successful and create opportunities for your future, and see if you can develop a career.
None of the other coaches got to say so in this or anything. That's crazy to me. Like, I would have loved to hear the opinions of other coaches from like different conferences. Like, let's grab 2 coaches from each team from different conferences. So Nick Saban and Kirby Smart, the SEC, then Pac-12, and grab the two top coaches from there. 2 coaches from each conferences. And see everybody in the room and everybody express their opinion. The fact that they only had Nick Saban here is dick munching at its finest. That's crazy to me. Yeah, Prince, and he's retired at that. That's crazy to
As a
me.
football player. Now, what we've done between freedom to transfer and creating a free agency system where guys can transfer whenever they want to transfer, and the whole idea that we've created a pay-for-play sort of model in college athletics have created some issues in being able to actually have a program and a system that would enhance those very values that I just talked about. And how does this even impact other sports relative to Title IX, relative to non-revenue sports? And how do we continue to create some kind of a model moving forward where we do improve the quality of life of the student athlete, but create some kind of a balance in terms of competitive balance, which all venues have some guidelines and rules that create some kind of competitive balance, which right now we don't have in college athletics. It's whoever wants to pay the most money, raise the most money, buy the most players is going to have the best opportunity to win. I don't think that's
Okay, so this is like the same thing. They probably felt other coaches under contract would have tried and bend the rules to their favor. I feel like I just personally don't like that. I haven't seen that, Prince. I haven't seen that. But I genuinely don't like this. I don't like this. So it's like so the coaches are actually still there, can't express their opinion. So they grab Nick Saban, who just retired. Bro, I guess, bro. I guess. I don't